What does the number 880 mean to you? It is the number of yards in a half a mile. The year 880 was a leap year beginning on a Friday. The last time such a leap year occurred was in 2016, which was the year of the most recent census of the population of mountain gorillas left in the world. The number of gorillas was 880. That means that if all of the mountain gorillas were lined up a yard apart, people walking at a normal pace would need only 10 minutes to go from one end of the line to the other. World-class middle distance runners would need only 2 minutes. What are the factors that have driven mountain gorillas to the brink of extinction? Expanding human populations have been taking land where mountain gorillas live, forcing them into smaller and more fragmented habitats. A lot of lovely terraced tea plantations were once forested areas where gorillas lived. Poaching has killed a lot of gorillas. They have frequently been injured in traps set for other animals. Young gorillas have been captured and sold as pets or to zoos, and often to capture them, adults have been murdered. Adult gorillas also have been murdered so that their bodies can be used as trophies, as magical charms, or for quack medicines. Mountain gorillas have often been casualties of human wars. The remaining gorillas live in 3 countries: Rwanda, Uganda, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. All 3 have experienced violence and unrest. Gorillas have been killed to provide meat to soldiers, and they have died after stepping on landmines. And mountain gorillas are susceptible to diseases. Just as epidemics and illnesses can kill humans, they also can kill gorillas. Gorillas can get pneumonia during the rainy season. When a wild gorilla gets sick, it cannot rest for a couple of weeks in a hospital until it gets better. Mountain gorillas can catch diseases from both livestock and humans. Tourists pay large amounts of money to see mountain gorillas, providing cash for conservation. But these same humans have the potential to transmit diseases that can kill the gorillas. 880 is an extremely small number for a species trying to maintain genetic diversity, especially when the population is fragmented. Mountain gorillas usually live in family groups with about 10 members, but some groups can be much larger. The females are not able to reproduce until they are 10 years old. As with humans, their pregnancies last about 9 months. Baby gorillas are not weaned until after they are 3 to 4 years old, which means that females can breed only every 4 to 5 years. Males reach puberty from age 12 to 15 years old. Mountain gorillas must survive a lot of pitfalls to reach breeding age, and even if they do, they can't replace lost family members quickly. This is a chimpanzee. The chimp population is estimated to be 150 to 250,000. Using the lower estimate, there are at least 170 chimpanzees for every mountain gorilla. Even so, chimpanzees are not doing well. They used to live in 25 countries in tropical Africa. They have been extirpated from 5 of these countries and are now endangered in 5 others. Many of the factors causing the decline of mountain gorillas are also causing the decline of chimpanzees. Human DNA is close to 99% the same as chimpanzee DNA and 98% the same as mountain gorilla DNA. About 15% of the human genome more closely resembles gorillas than chimps. Humans and gorillas had a common ancestor 9 million years ago. There are now roughly 9 million people on the earth for every mountain gorilla. Unlike chimpanzees who eat meat and are prone to violence, gorillas are mostly peaceful vegetarians. They consume many different varieties of plants and are not harmed by handling and eating stinging nettles. Mountain gorillas are shy and tend to avoid contact and conflict with humans if possible. An exception is if one of their young is being threatened. An adult mountain gorilla has a large head and appears to have a permanently furrowed brow. Gorillas are capable of laughing and crying, and gorilla children often play together. If you ever have the opportunity to look at the eyes of a mountain gorilla in the wild, you might feel as if you were looking back into the past of how humans were millions of years ago. Unless action is taken quickly, many of the 7.6 billion people on the earth today will be alive when no more mountain gorillas exist in the wild. A lot of these people could soon know of gorillas only in the same way they know about historical figures, from stories and statues. New technology has been developed to try to stop poaching. Some national parks are being expanded to create more gorilla habitat. Outreach programs are being directed at local people of all ages so that they will understand the lives of gorillas and be able to help in the effort to save them. But the number of mountain gorillas is so perilously low that any backward steps could be difficult to recover from. Many organizations are working to try to save mountain gorillas. You can find the websites of these organizations online, along with information about specific efforts to help mountain gorillas to continue to live freely in the wild.